Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. I'm Tanya. How you doing today? Today is Monday, the 24th of January, 2021, guys. 2022. 2022. I'm a year late and a dollar short. 2022. Magical year. A year of change. A year of manifestation. Two, a number of unity, a number of coming together, the perfect number. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's start today off with a blessing, shall we? Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us a blessing for this 24th day of January, a blessing for the collective. Oh, look at this. We get a blessing woven in time. The present circumstances are guiding you to a sacred space inside you, from where you will be able to see things more clearly. Look through the eye of the soul, and you will find the answer. This card is a blessing woven in time. The time will soon come. Namaste. Let me read that again, guys. The present circumstances are guiding you to a sacred space inside you, from where you will see things more clearly. Look through the eye of the soul, and you will find the answer. This card is a blessing woven in time. The time will soon come. Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Okay, I have some outstanding questions for today. And we'll start off with beautiful girl's question. Well, actually, let's start off with the weather, of course. It is Monday. So a lot of the United States is in a very cold situation right now. A lot of people woke up to very freezing, frigid temperatures. Okay. This week is where we really need to be on our toes and have our wits about us. If you are traveling anywhere and you are in a region where there's a possibility of inclement weather, number one, only travel it if it is absolutely necessary. And if you must travel, make sure you have water, blankets, warm, dry clothing to change into should you get wet. Let's say you have to put chains on your tire and you slip in a mud puddle and now your clothes are wet. Okay? Let's be prepared. We can't stop a landslide. We can't stop a snowstorm, but we can be prepared for whatever comes at us. All right. All right. My first question this morning is from Beautiful Girl. And her question is about Bora the elephant. This is an elephant on an African reserve in Africa. She just gave birth to twin calves. Her question is, will Bora the elephant be able to raise her calves, or she and her calves be separated? Will Bora the elephant be able to raise her young? Will Bora the elephant be able to raise her calves, or will they be separated from her? We have to go one question at a time. Will Bora the elephant be able to raise her calves on her own? Will they stay with her? Okay. The first card we get for Bora the Elephant is the Fool, Folly Mania. This is the card that can be anything, okay? This is potential. You have the potential to be anything. This is Bora the Elephant. Her energy, she gets the Nine of Pentacles, the opulence card, having everything, having what she needs. The next card, what's below her, she gets the Last Judgment. This is change, a change of position, renewal, or outcome. This is the card that's got me kind of worried about her cubs. The next card is Temperance, and this is balance. Something may occur with one of the calves. I'm feeling. Okay, the next card we get is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, this is a good woman who loves a dark woman. And this might be a complexion. So this might be a doctor, someone that cares about Bora the elephant. And this might be a teen because the next card we get is the Queen of Cups. This is a caregiver. This is a mothering, nurturing card. The next card we get is the Four of Swords, the Repose card, the Hermit's Repose card, the Take a Break card, the Take a Step Back card. So, and then the last card, I'll show you the last card and then I'll give you my reading. The last card we get, the Four of Pentacles. This is holding on to what one has. So, what I'm gleaning from this reading is that in the beginning, yes, her calves are going to be with her. She's being fed, she's being taken care of. Something is going to change, and I'm feeling it is either going to be a sickness with either one of the calves or both of them, or a sickness or illness with Bora herself. Okay, things are a little bit out of balance for Bora the elephant, and in any animal, person, entity that gives birth, that is a tax on energy. It takes a lot of energy to bring another being into existence. She brought two beings into existence, so her energy is depleted. She needs to be made whole again. These next two cards, these two queens, I have a feeling these are veterinarians or people, zoologists, people who are watching, taking care of Bora, and they have her best interests at heart. One is to make sure that she is healthy, and the other one is to make sure that she is loved and that she knows that she is loved. This card worries me a little bit because I don't know if it's Bora or one of the calves, but this is why I say there's going to be either an illness with Bora or one of her calves because we get the Four of Swords. So there could be an illness or something that may cause a separation down the line. And it could even be the death. It could be the death of Bora or it could be the death of one of the calves. And the last card we have on Bora the elephant is the Four of Pentacles. This is holding on to your assets. And this is Bora. She is fiercely protective of her calves. She loves them. She loves them and she is doing the best that she can by them. And this is her arms around her babies. So, yes, beautiful girl. Bora will be able to raise her calves um, up until the point where something happens, okay? And I don't know if it's going to be with Bora herself or with one of the calves. But nobody's going to take them from her until she is unable to care for them on her own. The next question in line with that is, will elephants be removed from the endangered species list. And guys, this is unfortunately a part of where we are in the world, um, because of what we have done to nature, what we have allowed to become pollutants in the atmosphere. We are responsible for the death of thousands of species. Entire species have been eliminated from this realm due to our arrogance, our ignorance, our flippancy of trying to control Mother Nature. But here we go. Will elephants be removed from the endangered species list? No, no, no. And the reason is, and we get this card upright, but this is the reason is because of an abuse of power. Abuse of human power, our need to control everything, our need to strip elephants of their tusks so that we could draw pictures on their teeth. We have to look at ourselves and the things that we do under a microscope. We don't need a microscope. We just need to look in the mirror. And elephants are on the endangered species list only because humans are hunting them and not even for food. They are maiming these elephants to steal, literally, their teeth. They are causing these magnificent creatures to suffer and die because of human greed. Nobody needs ivory anything. And piano keys definitely don't need to be made out of elephant ivory. We have enough other types of hard woods, hard granite rocks that can be formed and shaped. But to take a living, sentient being, to strip him of a necessity and something that makes him unique and magnificent for our own selfish ends. We have no need. There is nothing that humans need from elephant ivory. It is all about greed, corruption, control, and just the way that we thumb our nose at life. The way that we can decide what lives and what dies, what has value and what doesn't. We have to look at ourselves in the mirror. We have to see that we are the reason for all of our ills, and only we can fix it. All right. My next question is, okay, Ron DeSantis, death sentence. Thank you, Denny. Ron death sentence DeSantis is up for re-election in this year, 2022. Will Ron DeSantis be unseated in the 2022 elections? Will Ron DeSantis be unseated in the 2022 elections? Here we go. Okay, guys, this is wonderful. Look at this. There is going to be number one, there are going to be so many people running against him. This is numerous. There are going to be a lot of people running against him. They will get weeded out, but there are serious contenders in what is coming for DeSantis. There are smart, educated, young people, upwardly mobile people, people are coming for him. We're dealing with DeSantis. He's a sycophant. Abuse of power. Okay, these are going to be the tricks. This is what's facing him. This is going to be his mountain. Okay, his abuse of power is going to be the mountain that stops him from his forward progress. The third card, what we get below him, is our first answer. Yes, Ron Dethsentance DeSantis will be unseated. He will be beaten soundly. Look at the stick, y'all. Look at the dust cloud. He gonna get beat up, down, and round and round. He's going to be beaten more than likely by a woman or by somebody with a strong feminine energy. Okay, this is somebody. It may be another wealthy person. This may be another rich person, or this could even nope. Let me take that back. This is the Queen of of Wands. This is a dark, so this could be a black woman, a brown woman that may unseat Ron DeSantis. But whoever she is, she's going to be dark. She's either going to be dark skinned or dark haired. Okay. She likes money. She is going to come in there, and girl, black girl magic is what I am feeling. That's what came in. I haven't been watching. I don't know who's running, but guys, look for a black girl. Let me rephrase that. A woman of color, okay, that might unseat death sentence. Our second yes is right here. Okay. These are going to be his problems, and it's going to deal with his resources, his finances, what he has coming in and going out. He's working with dark money, dark entities. This breed of entity that wants to keep low resonating, low vibrating, uneducated, underinformed, and this is by choice. Uninformed, underinformed, misinformed, and people who are perfectly okay. They are putting sheep in place. And I say this because sheep follow their leader. Okay? Listen, because people have got the word sheep confused. A sheep cannot think for itself. A sheep must be herded. It must be directed. It has to be led to where it's going to go. The dark money is putting these low vibrating entities such as death sentence into these positions where they can be easily controlled. The ones that pay them under the table, that keep them in a nice little yacht, in a little mini McMansion, and keep expendable cash at their fingertips. Oh, maybe it's a Bentley or a Maserati. Maybe it's some little island that nobody knows about in Belize or South America somewhere. It's so base and so low. Okay, these people, um, like DeSantis, are spineless amoeba. They are they are nothing but slugs. They only exist to pester other things. Okay? There's going to be a screaming, a hollering about DeSantis. Okay? There's going to be rallies, protests. I mean, like George Floyd style against DeSantis. He is going to run this race like he is in a war, and he's not going to understand why his tricks aren't working. But he's murdering his state. Okay, he's murdering his own constituency. A lot of people who have perished because of COVID-19 are elderly Republicans. They're voting bloc and they're murdering them. The last card for DeSantis, well, he gets the Queen of Swords. So, um, yeah, things are coming at him. Okay. And the swords to me are lawsuits, legality. And I think in the end, that is what it's going to be. He's got a lot to overcome just for what he's done these last 6 years. Okay. He's got a lot to answer for. And there are people lining up, they are lining up to hold him accountable. And if we may not be hearing much about that, but guys, don't fret. Oh, there's boots on the ground against DeSantis. There's a coalition of people that are making it their life mission to ensure that he never holds any type of office again. Okay, with that, let's go to the next question. Okay, so it said Florida is going to elect a new mayor in 2022. This year, DeSantis is going to be a memory. Okay, so I said this on Friday's show. Now I want to know, will 45 put DeSantis on his ticket? Will there be a Trump DeSantis 24 ticket created? Will there be a Trump DeSantis ticket created in 2024? Will the presidential ticket read Trump DeSantis or DeSantis Trump? Any variation of the two? Will Trump and DeSantis share a ticket in 2024? Okay? Y'all heard it here. You heard it here. When it happens, remember who told y'all this was going to happen. Okay? First card out, we get the Tower. Trouble, force, fatality, ruin. Okay? This is the crumbling. Okay? But this is going to be the beginning of the crumbling of the GQP. This is going to bring down the party of Trump, guys. Okay, the second card, we get the Knight of Swords. This is rushing in as if going to battle. The Knight of Swords reads skill, bravery, capacity, defense, wrath, war, destruction, resistance, ruin. Okay, so they're going to run this like a war campaign, and this is what's going to be their problem. Now, listen to that word ruin. Okay, ruin. It's in the Tower card. It is definitely that's ruin, and it is in this card, ruin. So they are going to go balls to the wall, gangbusters, spreading fear and misinformation. They are going to run it like a war cabinet to keep their people on edge. It's like I said, guys, it's going to be a three-ring circus. The next card they get is the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is prudence, especially. This is treason, okay? Okay? This is this is the entity that we're talking about. These guys are going to be holding the bag. They are going to, in their zeal for power. And remember, the only reason that 45 is doing this is because he don't have no money, and everybody is taking. I mean, you got to pay lawyers. You have to pay filing fees to for lawsuits. You have to pay court costs. Okay, all this travel. And then on top of that, all of his properties, if nobody's going to them, it's kind of hard to pay the bills. Okay, so a lot of Trump's disposable liquid income is gone. His tricks for inflating the value of his properties is under the microscope. He is in dire straits. It's going to force him. Okay, and this is where mistakes start to be made. This is where the crack in the armor begins. Okay, and that's what's happening with 45 right now. His armor is cracking, and he's not going to be able to be held together to sustain himself much longer. And here's our answer. First part of the question. Will there be a Trump DeSantis ticket? We get the world. That's a big old yes. Guys, yes. Okay. The next card after that. What's the environment we're in? We get the Queen of Wands again. Now, the Queen of Wands, this dark woman, this lover of uh friendly, honorable, loves money. She shows up again. She shows up now. So whoever this person is that is going to be an affront to DeSantis is going to show up. She's already manifesting. This could also be a judge. Um, this could also be a judge. But right behind that, we get the Queen of Swords, which we know is a judge. Okay, this is law, legal, and this is coming in. The question was, will there be a Trump DeSantis ticket? And yeah, we got the answer. There's going to be a Trump DeSantis ticket, but it's going to be plagued with legal issues for both of the people who are on the ticket. It's not just going to be Trump's investigations and inquiries. Is also going to be the inquiries that are going to be levied against DeSantis. Death sentence. Okay, the next card we get, and this is in the same question, we get our second yes. Okay, the second part of this question, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that's just confirmation. That's just concrete confirmation that this ticket is going to materialize. Okay. And I don't know why I can't remember to turn my phone off, guys. I'm so sorry about that. And the last card I have on this draw, we get the Page of Wands. These guys are going to be running around the country, crisscrossing separately, holding rallies, holding literally clan rallies, trying to stir the shit pot. They are going to try to just hype up the worst behavior. And it's all about money. This is smoke and mirrors, guys. The run is literally to get money. If they happen to, if they happen to be taken seriously, they're not going to succeed. But this is all a money grab. This is a money grab. Trump needs money. DeSantis is going to need it too because he is going to be sued to death. Okay, my next question is, will the military, this is from Danielle R., will the military be examined for traitors? Okay, now we've heard that Trump was planning to use the military to overthrow the government, which means he has, like I was telling you guys, in place sycophants. He's got wrenches thrown throughout the works to gum up the machinery. So we know now that there are generals in the military who were going along, who were perfectly okay with going along with whatever it was that Trump was going to try to do. Okay? And we know both of the Flynn boys are dirty as the bottom of a white sock in a mudstorm. I don't know if there's a mudstorm, but dirtier than a white sock in mud. How's that? So, will the military be examined for traitors? Will there be a house cleaning of the military brass? Will the military be examined for traitors? Will there be a house cleaning of the military brass? Here we go. Yes, the military will be examined. And look at that, we get the holy table. So this is going to go deep. This is going to go deep. This is going to go to, they're going to examine rules and policies and how things are being conducted of late. And I'm going to go ahead and pull. Okay, I'll pull four. That's all we need to. This is going to be a purge of the military elite, both the civilian and the actual enlisted men. There's going to be a defined change. They are going to try to set up a defense to cover up what has been going on. Guys, the military has been taken over by despots a long time ago. A long time ago. There are good entities and there are negative entities in everything. The problem is when 45 got into office, he changed out as many people as he could to put people who would do his bidding in those positions. That is absolutely what he did. From in every government agency, from the least to the greatest, he has instilled monkey wrenches, bubble gum, bombs, okay? He has inserted it into the fabric of our government. We have a lot to find. So, um, there's going to be the military is going to put up a concerted effort to try to protect themselves from an inquiry because they know the dirt that they have done. All of us are going to be able to see because it's all about money and when wars, and we have to talk about this because it all goes hand in hand. All of this has to do with money, keeping the elite, okay? We fight useless wars to try to control people on their lands, to control resources that are on their lands, to stop people from moving freely in their countries. And we call it, we're bringing them democracy. Does that sound democratic to you? We don't go in and try to help anything. No, we go in and try to control an entire group of people. And guys, this is what colonization is. And wars are nothing more than colonization. Going in, taking over a government, hostily taking over a country, bombing its people, bombing its men. Okay, let's get this, let's put it where it lies. When we have wars, we kill the boys and men of villages. We end bloodlines. We change the fabric of our entire being. Every person that is killed eliminates somebody who was supposed to be here. It changes. It's an etheric change. And we have to see the damage that we do. And we have to examine why we do it. Okay? understand what war is. What are we fighting against? Why are we in the Americas going anywhere to fight anybody when we here at home are starving, sick, unsheltered, in need of medical assistance, trapped? If we don't take care of our own, how in the hell can we say we can take care, that we have the answers for someone else's country? That's hypocrisy at its highest level. Hey, we have to remember what we do and who we have given our power to and what they are doing with that power that we have given them. Okay? All right. My next question. So the answer is yes. Yes, the military will be examined for traitors. There will be house cleaning. Things are going to have to be made new. They're going to be have to. They're going to have to be made uh, right. The baseness, the slugs must be salted. They must be eliminated, and they will be. But guys, this takes what? This takes time. It takes time to change. Takes time. The things that happen overnight, you won't remember because either your existence ended or it changed so fast that you would never, your consciousness wouldn't even catch up. But we are being shown what is going on. It is up to us to open our eyes and pay attention. Okay, my next question, another one from Danielle. Will the housing market be regulated? Okay, people who live in New York City, big cities, here, right here in Las Vegas where I live. Okay, let me tell you guys this. A a 2 bedroom apartment in a regular, just a decent apartment building in Las Vegas is going to cost you from $1,700 to $2,000 a month. How many of you could survive by yourself on your income that you make right now and be able to not just be inside your apartment, but actually have the lights on, have heat, have food, have some type of conveyance? I mean, I guess you could ride the bus, that would save you a whole lot of money. But if you have a car, you have insurance. And our minimum wage is still $7 and something. You have governors that are saying that they will not raise the minimum wage over their dead body, but they're a billionaire. But they expect you to be able to pay $2,000 a month for an apartment, making $7 and change an hour. When somebody finds out how that math works, please let me know because I cannot do algebra that well. I can't figure for X. Okay. I don't know how $7 turns into 2,000 in 30 days. And a person ever sleep. I don't see how it can happen. Okay. All right. Will the housing market ever be regulated to stop the price gouging and this disgusting trend of forcing people into homelessness? Will the housing market be regulated? Okay. All right. First card we got, will the housing market be regulated? We get the High Priestess, Secrets and Mystery, okay? It's not a secret and it's not a mystery. The reason that the housing market is out of control is because rich people are getting filthy rich off of price gouging the housing market, pricing normal people out of it in a pandemic, throwing people out of their homes, and then raising the price to even put someone back in. What's going to happen to the housing market is they're going to be presented with an option that they do not want. Okay, they do not want regulation. Okay, but this cup is coming to them. What's below them is the fool, folly, mania. Now here's the opportunity. You know, these banks, because it is banks that own these housing markets, it all goes back to the elite. Okay? Everything goes back to the 1% that owns everything, that controls everything. Now, they have the opportunity to make things right or to keep going in the way that they have been going. What's needed is balance. We need balance. We need temperance. We need clear heads. We need people who are considering all aspects of life for all people. Let me read you the temperance card. Temperance is economy, moderation, frugality, management, or accommodation. And we're talking about housing, accommodating people. We're talking about banks who are managing the outcome of all these people's lives, their livelihood, their longevity. Okay, the next card we have, they're making money. They're watching their profits soar right now. They control every aspect of it. Buy, they're buying out people for a couple $100,000 and then selling those same properties for millions. Okay, or I mean that's what they stand to gain. $2,000 a month just on a 10,000 a hundred unit apartment complex. 2,000 times 100. That's $200,000 a month. $200,000 a month that these entities are making off of just rent. Okay? Now, the next card is our answer. Danielle, yes, here it is. At some point, the housing market will be regulated. Unfortunately, it's not going to be until there is such a crisis of homelessness and we have hundreds of thousands of apartments and houses sitting empty while people are camped on sidewalks. Until all of that is visible and we break the back of corporate America. And that's what it's going to, and that's where we are, guys. All of this is about money. All of this is about capitalism. We didn't have these problems until we became capitalists, until the love or want of money became more important than anything else. The want or love of money became more important than potable water, than breathable air. Okay? This again, guys, this all goes back to who we give our power to and what we allow them to do to us. with our own power, with our own energy. Okay? Now, my last question. Last question. Here we go. This one is from Beautiful Girl. Now, everybody, I'm sure, has seen the Gary Chambers uh, uh, advertisement. Gary Chambers of Louisiana. He's a man of color whose political campaign shows him with some marijuana with a blunt, talking about, how people who look like him are incarcerated for small amounts of marijuana. And it's absolutely true. And the the question is, will Gary Chambers unseat Kennedy in the Louisiana primaries? Will Gary Chambers, man of color, um, unseat Kennedy, who once upon a time was a Democrat? So that tells you exactly how much money influences everything. Um, but I guess you have to have character to resist that. And right now, guys, we're seeing all the people and they're not falling victim to money. They chose it. So we're seeing who they actually are. These people, a lot of these people in our Congress and Senate could give, and I'm gonna swear, guys, they could give two shits about us, okay? They could care less what happens to us. These people literally go into the Congress and go into the Senate to literally become lobbyists, to get seasoned, to get courted, to get wooed, to get rich. And the way that they get rich is by keeping us poor, sick, hungry, on undrivable roads, in unlivable houses, with landlords who have the right to harm us, to make our children sick by not cleaning up toxic mold. These are the people who we are giving our power and our authority to. Understand why a lot of these people go into government. They don't go into government to help us. And if you believe that they have our best intentions at heart, then you have fallen victim to their lies. Remember, every single person that we have put in government literally won a popularity contest. I want you to think about the popular kids that you went to school with. Tell me, were they decent people? Were the popular kids in your school decent people? You just think about that. What kind of people were the ones that were popular? Were they nasty? Were they mean? Were they selfish? Were they indignant? Think about it, because that's who we're putting in our government. So, will Gary Chambers unseat Kennedy in the Louisiana primary? This is what Tarot's saying. This is not what I'm saying. Now look at that. That's a stick. That's a beaten stick. That's beat. Let's pull some more. Yeah, there's a second yes. Okay. Yes, yes. Let's pull four. It's gonna be a fight, but it's good. This is infighting. Okay, this is fighting amongst oneself. So this might be the GQP infighting on how to deal with the person of color smoking pot that's going to appeal to who? Oh my gosh, everybody under 60, Everybody under 60. They're looking at loss, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at that. All right, that was my last question. So, and the answer to that beautiful girl is, according to tarot, Gary Chambers gonna beat Kennedy. Now, that doesn't mean that he will. Well, no, the question was, will he unseat Kennedy? So, y'all say hello to the next senator. Say hello to Senator Gary Chambers. Say hello to Senator Gary Chambers. Say hello to Senator Gary Chambers. All right, y'all. All right. And guess what? If he does unseat Kennedy, that gives one more vote in the uh, the Senate to get rid of that filibuster. It's coming, guys. Be patient. Put your energy where your energy needs to go. Don't be worried. Don't worry. Work on creating the best you can create. If you focus on becoming your best self, improving your life, if you focus on that, nothing else is going to bother you. These things that are happening in politics, whether you pay attention to it or not, it's all going to happen. Okay? We don't have to give any extra energy to mainstream media or to this clown show of politics that we have going on. Realize what is actually important. Realize the changes that must be made. And like I keep saying, guys, they start and end with us. I love you. Take care of yourself. Think positive, good thoughts. Send love. Send healing energy to those people who are fighting for us. Remember them when you pray. Remember them. Speak to yourself with love, with gentleness. Remember that you are magnificent. You are beautiful. You are capable. And you are loved. I love you. Have a fantastic Monday and an enjoyable rest of your day. Namaste.